provide that environment for yourself, because when we are talking about malaria, environmental control is very paramount, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, let's first kickstart like this. All over the world, there is a great burden of malaria, but is quite much dense in Africa and much more dense in Nigeria. Yeah, with that sound, welcome you to World Malaria Day. Yeah, today is April 25th. We celebrate and commemorate the special day. World Malaria Day is a day set aside to sensitize people about the malaria endemic ravaging the world. Before I proceed, I want you to just do me a favor. Go ahead, click the subscribe button. Okay, click the bell beside it, then like it, share, and share to friends and family. Okay, all right. As I said, World Malaria Day. The theme for this year's World Malaria Day is Zero Malaria begins with you and it begins with me as well. Okay, why do we say that? Because you are the one that can protect yourself, especially in this climate that uh, the government is not ready to give you a serenous, tranquil environment. You can provide that environment for yourself, because when we are talking about malaria, environmental control is very paramount, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, let's first kickstart like this. All over the world, there is a great burden of malaria, but is quite much dense in Africa and much more dense in Nigeria. And the World Health Organization is proposing, as we kicked out smallpox, we can also kick out malaria out of the entire world. It is possible if we are ready, if our government is ready, if you and I, if we are ready, it is possible to eradicate malaria. And come to think of it, malaria takes a lot from our countries. So we want to rid this parasite of our environments, especially to the vulnerables, vulnerable society, poor countries like Nigeria here. Look at the map and look at this. You can see this Africa, map of Africa, and from this middle, you can see Nigeria, densely populated, at the same time densely inflicted with malaria endemic. Okay, the burden is in Nigeria is quite much that 76% of the population lives in high transmission area. 76% of the whole population lives in high transmission area. And where are the high transmission area? Those are the the southern populace, where we have marshy area, where we have savanna, where we have the water, rivers, marshy environment. That is where mosquito thrive. Because when we talk about malaria, we talk about what transmits it, and that is mosquito. That is the vector that transmits the parasite or plasmodium. Okay, and with that, we move to the cause. Just as I said, Plasmodium is a protozoan, is a parasite, and Plasmodium have up to 172 species, in which just 4 to 5 species are infective and can transmit malaria. Normally, mosquito sucks nectar sucks juice from flowers and flowering plants, but the pregnant mosquitoes, the Anopheles mosquitoes, sucks blood so as to nurture the eggs in itself. And the species of Plasmodium we have the Malaria, Vivax, Knowlesi, and the Falciparum, which is the most common and the most dangerous of it. Now look at this. This Plasmodium we are talking about have two hosts, that is mosquito and then human being. Right inside the mosquito, there is sexual division, sexual reproduction, and when it comes inside man, it completes the cycle by it asexual reproduction. It cycle in a mosquito, in the guts of the mosquito, then move to the salivary gland of the mosquito, then comes inject it into the man. We are going to see that in a moment.
Only a pregnant mosquito will bite humans, seeking nutrients from blood to nourish her developing eggs. If she drinks blood from someone infected with malaria, she too becomes infected with the disease. The tiny drop of blood filling the insect's stomach is teeming with malaria parasites. The parasite form that is deadly inside humans cannot survive a mosquito's stomach and is slowly digested with the rest of her blood meal. However, back in the human host, a few of the parasites turned into a different type of cell, one that is sexual but remains dormant. Malaria sex is triggered when the warm human blood begins to cool inside the insect's stomach. The female form of the parasite matures into an egg. The male form takes a while longer to mature into sperm. This sperm is from an earlier feed. The fly's cell can glide and begins to explore its new environment. It migrates to the outer lining of the mosquito's stomach before transforming into a cyst. Each cyst produces thousands of thin, tiny parasites which seek out and infest the mosquito's salivary glands. The next time this mosquito bites a victim, the malaria parasite will ride in with her saliva and infect another human. This year, 10% of people on Earth will be struck down with malaria.
When mosquito now perch on man, it transmits sporozoites into man and then infect man. We are going to see that in a moment also.
This mosquito is infected with a malaria parasite. Because she is pregnant, she has become hungry for human blood. During the bite, she injects saliva to stop the blood from clotting. Her infected saliva also carries the malaria parasite. The parasite rides the bloodstream like a network of roads, seeking its first target, the core of your body's blood system, the liver. Sensing its arrival at the liver, the parasite searches for an exit. A sentinel Kupfer cell is the entry point to liver tissue. Leaving the blood, the parasite infects a liver cell, killing one or more other cells on its way. Over the next few days, the parasite undergoes hundreds of nuclear divisions, copying its DNA over and over again. A single infected liver cell can create thousands of new parasites. The next generation of parasites are modified to infect a new target: red blood cells. Inside a red blood cell, the parasite can hide from the body's immune system. The parasite slowly devours the contents of the infected cell and creates more parasites. The infected cell becomes sticky and moves onto blood vessel walls. Once mature, the infected cell bursts, spreading more parasites through the bloodstream.
Okay. With that, go to the risk factor. What are the risk factors? Stagnant water bodies, just as I said the other time, marshy environments, where you have heaps, garbages, bushy environments, potholes, where there can be small little water bodies. These are where mosquito breeds. Once you have mosquito, definitely Plasmodium will be transmitted. And if we are able to get rid and control mosquito, we'll be able to control malaria, fever in our environment. What do you do? Get rid of all these things that you have just said. Use mosquito treated nets. Use insecticide and use it wisely. There are insecticides that can inflict you with respiratory distress and respiratory diseases. That's why you should use this in a very safe way. Okay? Your bush in the environment, make sure you cut it low. Make sure your environment is serenous and free of all what causes mosquito to breed and populate the environment. When you're able to control the population of mosquitoes, then you'll be able to control malaria, and we are going to have a malaria-free world. Okay? And with that, I want you to know this. It's important to understand that our government, especially in Nigeria, they lack every sense of responsibility to provide a good environment for you and I, and so you need to provide that environment for yourself. You have been providing all we need for yourself. The water we need, the light, power. Nigerians, make sure you do that for yourself. Protect yourself so that you stop spending your money on malaria, so that you stop falling sick every now and then because of malaria. And that is what I'm going to leave you with today. So you are here to subscribe. Once again, reminding you once again, go right there now, subscribe, so that we can move on this channel. Thank you for watching. Share the video to friends and families. Listen out.